Welcome back, everybody. I am Derek Stinson, and I am lucky today to have Shannon Plumer from f.c.tucker, and she is a realtor and broker with f.c.tucker. Welcome, Shannon.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, I'm glad you're able to. Let's start off. How long have you been a realtor?
I have been a realtor for 4 years. Starting my fourth year right now with f.c.tucker. I got started because I love Noblesville. I grew up here. I've always loved this little hometown that is precious to me, and because I know so many people graduated from Noblesville High School. My husband graduated from Noblesville High School. My kids are in the school system. I just know a lot of people, and so I've always matched people with houses before I was an agent. So it's something I wanted to do for a long time, but I also wanted to be a mom and stay close to my kids. So timing was right about 4 years ago, because that's when my first daughter went to college.
Good.
So I could tell that I was going to be an empty nester in the next few years, and I wanted something to do for myself. So I took the jump, and I haven't looked back.
Haven't looked back.
It's been a passion.
And people that come to you that want to live in Noblesville, they're lucky to get someone like you, because you know all about Noblesville, and you can really help them out, it sounds like.
I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in one of the subdivisions, and I currently live in Old Town.
In Old Town, yeah.
So.
Beautiful places down there, and you've probably seen some of Shannon's houses listed around town. What the one? There's the purple home with the carriage house. Is that one still on the market?
Nope, that's not on the market anymore, but I do have a brown one on 10th Street that's got a carriage house.
It has a carriage house.
So if you're looking for that.
Good. Check it out, people.
The Denzel Hufford house.
What trends are you seeing in the Noblesville housing market?
Well,
today?
the trends right now I feel like are there's a lack of inventory. So there's not that many houses on the market. That's what that means.
And do you see that everywhere? I mean, is it just Noblesville, or do you see that
it's everywhere right now?
Hamilton County?
Yeah, it's everywhere right now. I've also noticed that first-time buyers are kind of buying a little bit more expensive of a home than they might have before the recession, because those people have had to wait a while to buy. So they're kind of taking the next step to a little bit higher priced home. I do have some interesting little numbers that in January of 2016, the average median price of homes sold in Hamilton County was $247,748. Right?
Wow.
I know. There's been a 2.1% rise in sales compared to this January from last January, which in dollar amounts, that's about $3,500 difference from last year to this year. Okay. So things are definitely improving and selling for more money.
Good. That's good to hear. That's for sure for us. Do you see that there's been a rise in historic home sales lately here?
Yeah, I really feel like Noblesville's taking a turn on historic home sales. We have currently 25 homes for sale in Noblesville right now. All of Noblesville. Any price range, there's 25. There's only 18 in the downtown area for sale right now. Okay. So, and what I've noticed, which makes my heart so happy, is that people are buying the homes and they're being sensitive to the historic value, which means instead of taking out an old window and putting a smaller window in that would be more energy efficient, they're taking them out and putting the same size back in. So it looks the same on the outside. They're trying to preserve the character of old houses.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and people have been updating them and been doing an excellent job too.
I feel like so. And I also noticed that it's kind of growing out. It's kind of going out a little bit further. It used to be like Logan and Connor and Clinton were the streets that everybody wanted to live on. I see it now. It's just moving further and further and further out, and people are starting, to really expand all over Old Town.
Good. That's exciting. And it's neat to see. It's just beautiful to see. We're lucky to have in Noblesville those historic homes that
I agree.
are still around. What do you recommend when someone is coming to you to sell their home, and there's a term called staging?
Yes.
What kind of recommendations do you have for people that are staging their home for
Sure.
sale?
Staging is such an important thing right now. I personally hire a professional stager
Okay.
for each person that lists their house with me, because people shop online so much right now. It's important to put your best foot forward. So I say declutter, declutter, declutter. Make sure things are
Declutter.
clean. Take your family pictures down, and then I bring my stager in to tell them to do the rest of everything. So yeah, I hire a professional photographer and a professional stager,
Nice.
since everybody does shop online now, and YouTube, and
Oh, yeah.
you know.
I know when we were looking at homes, that's when it was all online, and you could tell what realtors used someone professional for the
Right.
pictures and who just used their kid's smartphone to do it.
Yeah.
So good. That
I'm
really
not good
helps.
at that photography part, so
Oh.
I leave that up to the professionals.
Good.
But yeah, 95% of people shop online,
Shop online
With
now. Yeah.
so it's important to put your best foot forward.
It's just so easy. You can search everywhere and put in your criteria and go from there. It's awesome.
Yeah.
For first-time home buyers, how do you recommend they begin the process of finding their first home and buying their first home?
Yeah, the National Association of Realtors did a survey, and 83% of people renting right now are going to be in the market to buy soon.
Wow.
So I highly recommend the first thing they do is find a realtor broker, because we can connect them with mortgage reps.
Okay.
And depending, I kind of call mortgage reps a credit counselor, because you know, they can let you know like what you need to do to be able to buy your first home. So they can do it without having to pay a credit counselor or those kind of things to
Right.
see where you're at in the with your purchasing process. Huh.
Sure.
So yeah.
Sure.
So I have really great mortgage reps that I've only had one in the past 4 years that got a pre-approval that didn't get to closing with my mortgage rep. So,
Oh,
and
that's
also something that I find interesting too is it doesn't take a lot to buy a home. They are picky about your credit and those kind of things.
Sure. Sure.
But I can get a first-time buyer in $4,000 usually, you know, get a little closing cost assistance. So it's not as hard to get in as first-time buyers might think.
Might think. So you probably recommend contacting you and getting started. And you sounds like you're a one-stop shop. They come to
I
you
feel like
and
that.
you have people that you can hook them up with to help through the process. That's great.
And it's nice
That's
too
great.
because I have a rapport with the mortgage lenders, and so we communicate back and forth, and we know how to get it done.
I'll get it done. That's great. And how can people reach out to you and contact you?
Yeah, you can call me on my cell phone,
Okay.
317-502-8256. You can also email me at shannonplumer@gmail.com or call me at the Tucker office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming on our show and sharing the information. And everyone, if you're looking to sell your home or buy a home, contact Shannon Plumer with F.C. Tucker. We'll be right back after this message.
Thank you.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Hey, we're back. All right, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Kurt.
Nice job.
Thank you.
That was interesting. There are not a lot of houses. I've heard that. Not a lot available right now.
25? Is that?
That's
what you
crazy.
said?
In the entire city?
Wow. Well, you might want to think about putting your house up then
Yeah.
if you're thinking about moving. So what's going on in Express Employment?
There's a lot of great stuff going on. You know, we have. I'm actually getting ready to go to our International Leadership Conference.
Really?
Yeah, we're doing that this week.
That's cool.
And it's a great event. You know, all the Express offices. There's 750 offices worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more than that now. They all get together and we do some training, some other stuff, and it's very cool. Emmett Smith is going to be speaking. I know.
Really?
President Bush is going to be speaking. So pretty
That'll
cool
be
speakers.
interesting.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Down in Dallas.
Down in Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, so you could go nice warm weather.
Yeah. Bring on the snow.
2 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll be thinking of you. Sending you some messages.
As long as it snows after my plane takes off, it's all good.
Good.
And then the other thing, we just had a conference. We flew our corporate HR director in here. His name's Jack Smalley. We had about 55, 60 people come to the event.
Okay.
But he's talking about how difficult it is to hire and retain top talent. He had a lot of great information there that he provided. If anybody out there maybe wants to see some of the information, I have the PowerPoint and stuff that I can
good.
provide. But yeah, it's been good. It's difficult for us to even find people, and that's all we do. So it is what it is. You know, there's just a very, very low unemployment rate right now in Hamilton County. So.
In Hamilton County.
Yeah.
So that's probably the biggest challenge you
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah, well,
Finding
the
right
surrounding
people?
area too. I mean, Hamilton County's 3%. Economists say 5.5 is like fully employed.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of overly employed right now. Everyone that wants a job has one. And if you have a job you don't like, you can just walk into the next door and take that job
And find
so
some.
yeah.
Huh.
Even in Marion County, they're at 4.4%. So
Wow.
still below the norm.
Good. Well, Indiana's doing a good job then.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I know you have some stuff going on.
Big
You
employment,
you have a big merger going on here. It's getting ready to take hold. So what's happening there?
Yeah, March 11th, Mariana will be joining with First Merchants. So my branch will be where are we located? 19 in Logan.
Okay.
We'll be closing that one down, and then I will be moving to the First Merchants branch right across the street from the courthouse on Logan Street. On March 14th, I'll be there.
Wow.
So come on in and see me, and I'll be there to help take care of you.
Yeah,
So.
and that's happening around the local area here.
Correct.
So if you're going into one of the branches, if you happen to go there often, you might make sure you ask.
Yeah.
If they're going to be switching. I know some of the locations are switching.
Mm-hmm. Some of the locations are switching. The Noblesville one that I talked about, the Westfield branch, the Mariana Westfield branch, that will continue to be. They'll change the name to First Merchants. That building will stay there. There is going to be some changes in Fishers. The branch at 116th and Allisonville, that one's going to stay open and become a First Merchants. There's a lot of changes, but the good thing is, if you are a Mariana or customer, just hang in there. We'll help you through it. We'll make it as painless as possible. And the good thing is your account numbers and routing numbers, all that stuff will be the same. And you have myself and my team and rest of us to help you through the process. So we'll be there for you.
That's good. Normally those things are pretty seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't really see an interruption at all. So.
Yeah, they got it down to a science now, especially at First Merchants. We all remember the community bank conversion, and they learned something new from everyone, and I have no doubt this one will be smooth. So.
And Jim, you have anything going on that we need to talk about?
Got the Chamber Taste of Noblesville coming up.
Oh,
We
yeah.
should be there broadcasting that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to do my portion of it. But that is March 3rd.
March 3rd,
and,
next week.
Yeah, that'll be that's coming up crazy.
Hamilton County program.
Yeah, Hamilton County Fairgrounds. Yep.
At 5.
4:30, I think it is.
It's 4:30 to 7:30.
4:30, 7:30.
So come out, eat some good food, and you get to see celebrities like Derek here.
And stop by Hometown Television.
Yeah, and stop by
Have to.
Hometown Television and get yourself on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all the time we have today.
Good. Great to see you, Kurt.
Yeah, good seeing
And,
you.
Take care, Hamilton County. See you next time.